Let's talk about taking action today.
Yes.
What I've noticed with my students is the hardest thing for them is not executing a practice plan. The hardest thing is getting to the bench. And I think the reason that is because they feel like everything needs to be perfectly aligned. The lighting needs to be good. They need to feel good. But really, the just getting started principle is the key principle to taking action.
Absolutely. There are many times where I feel overwhelmed by the scope and the amount of work that comes my way. However, I find that the chunk method that you mentioned so eloquently in your book is a literal lifesaver. It is, for me, many times the difference between getting it done or not, and having a smaller, more manageable chunk of work to do makes it easier to get to the bench.
Let me review that chunk method. If I put a page of brand new music up in front of a student, essentially they freak out. They're not showing that they're freaking out. They're concerned or stressed about actually getting the entire page done. So what I do is I make a copy of the page. I cut it up into small pieces, usually one measure or two measures. I put just one chunk up on the piano and I have them practice that one chunk. It's not a problem to get started when you see something so small and manageable. And usually that's what gets people rolling. The momentum happens after just one chunk. As soon as they get the one chunk done, they're like, yeah, I can do another.
I resemble that remark.
I'll give you another example as it relates to biking. So there's this one line that's considered an expert jump line. I tried it for the first time in about 6 months last week, and I was late on all my mechanics. And it freaked me out because I almost fell on 5 out of the 6 jumps.
Wow.
Last night, what I did was I was on easier lines and I was focused on my mechanics. And I just thought to myself, if I apply these mechanics on the expert line, I should be okay. So I went to the expert line and I just went slower. But all I was concerned about was the mechanics. I more than survived the line. Actually, it was pretty good. But what it did was it allowed me to get started rather than thinking about being perfect, having perfect form and getting myself ready to do the expert line. I just did it, but I did it stepwise. Essentially, I chunked it by starting with those other progressive jump lines, getting my technique right, getting that feeling right in my body so that when I tried the expert line, I was good.
I like that. Just chunk it.